Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Ooh, for this video, I need a good intro, and ooh, I got an idea. Oh, this will be good. This will be good. Just you guys wait. Just you guys wait. Here it comes. Hey there, ghosts and ghouls, Warlock Boo here, and today I'm gonna do something special on this video, something grand, something amazing. Today I'm gonna talk about Pokemon, but that's not the amazing part. The amazing part is how I'm going to talk about the Pokemon. You see, I found a spell that will bring someone's inner Pokemon spirit out into the surface. And by doing this, I will become my inner Pokemon. Ooh, I can't wait to see what it is. It's going to be like a Haunter or a Gengar or something creepy like that. You know, yeah, I just can't wait. Now, here I go. Nasura Pokemon Haranixak. I feel the change. Hey, oh, what the hell is this? What? This can't be my inner Pokemon. What the literal hell? I'm into fetish. What the fuck? I'm a ghost. I should be a ghost type Pokemon. No, I'm just into fetish. What the fuck just happened? Why did this happen? Why? I'm a Gardevoir. What is going on? It's a fairy psychic. It's not a ghost at all. I thought I'd be a Gengar or a Hunter. Or at least something like a Mimichu or something, or the weird little sandcastle ghost. But I'm a Gardevoir. Right. This is going to be awkward to explain to Purry. Am I at least a male Gardevoir? I'll have to check later. I'm not sure anymore. Oh well, guess it's time to go on with the video. Well, I'm gonna have a few videos, and I had decided to do them all in Pokemon form. But now I feel weird doing them in Pokemon form. Very weird. And I know people are going to look this up too afterwards. But I'm going to be trying to do more Pokemon videos. And now I guess I'm going to be doing them as a Gardevoir. Why am I doing them as a Gardevoir? Well, here's my first Pokemon video, I guess. I guess I should do some kind of new intro with me as a Gardevoir in it. That'll at least cheer me up a little. But I'll do that next time. Well, this time, I want to talk about the new Pokemon game coming out. One that hasn't been announced, but has been announced. If you remember, when they announced Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they said there'll be a new core Pokemon game coming out this year in 2019. So, now that it's 2019, I figure we'll talk about it. Yep, that's what this video is. Me trying to assume what's going to be in the next Pokemon game. Don't worry, my other Pokemon videos will be a little more interesting. I'm going to try and do one a month, unless they get popular. I doubt that. But they may. It's always a chance. So, what is the new Pokemon game going to be about? I don't know. Well, what information do we got? It's on the Switch? Yeah, that's all we know. It's on the Switch. But there have been plenty of rumors, plenty of leaks, and small drips of information that weren't quite from legal sources, shall we say? You see, the new Pokemon game, from what I can make out, no one knows shit about, really. That's all. That's everything. So, let us try and think, what could this new Pokemon game be about? Well, I have some thoughts, and have some thoughts of what they have to do to make it good, make it interesting. You see, to make it good or interesting in any way, I think they'd have to really change up the formula. Not too much. They have to keep the formula feeling safe, but different. That may sound crazy, but that's how a game has to work within the game development way. No one wants a game and that's a sequel that's too far different from the original. But they don't want the game to feel like a dead copy of the original. Now, Nintendo is actually pretty good at this formula. Now, I know it's Game Freak making these, but still Nintendo publishing. And Nintendo is very good at this. Such as Super Mario Brothers feels completely different than Super Mario Brothers 3. They're very similar, yet completely different. You couldn't mix the two up. And some people like one over the other. That's how you make a game different yet similar. Now, how could they really do this? Well, they could implement stuff from other Pokemon games. The basics that they will have is, we'll catch Pokemon. We'll have a battle system. We will fight gyms or something within a similar line. Because Sun and Moon kind of diverted a little from it, but it was still similar. We'll have an Elite Four at the end, and we'll have a rival with an enemy team that is trying to stop us. Now, that is the basis. That is all of the games have, and we'll pick a starter Pokemon that will be a fire, a water, or plant type. The fire will coordinate with the zodiac signs. The plant type will be an extinct animal, and the water type will be something that can walk on land. It also is a water type and swim in the water, so it's kind of can do both. So that's the things we have to have. That's all. So how could they change this? Well, it's being on the Switch, so obviously the first change they're gonna do is give it better graphics. That's a no-brainer. It's gonna have great graphics from what I think. Maybe not great, but better than Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which felt like just a jump up from the DS games. But what other systems could they implant? We should really think on this. Now, maybe they'll change the battle system up a little bit. They've been doing that lately. We've had more totem Pokemons introduced, mob Pokemons that will just come out of nowhere, Mega Evolution, and Z moves. So, what else could they add up? Maybe a system that pulls the Pokemon's fullest potential out so they become more powerful for a minute or two, or during one part of the battle, and their next couple moves hit like criticals every time. That could be a nice little thing. Maybe a system that maybe now we get 5 moves. I know that's hard to think in. 5 moves, oh my god. How could they add one more move? Maybe, just maybe, with some more powerful technology, they'll do it. But what else could they add? Maybe they'll take in the way we capture Pokemon from Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. Or maybe they'll learn from the downside on it and let us choose if we do it that way or if we throw the Pokeball just by pushing a button. Either way would be fine with me. I would actually like to be able to pick myself, because there's times I'm like, ooh, I want to feel like I'm catching it. Then there's times like, this is boring. I just want to click the damn button now. That would be good. Maybe they'll also let us use two controllers instead of just the dang one. That I didn't like that. That was weird to me. Also, maybe they'll let us decorate our Pokemon a little. You know, take them to a spa or a salon or whatever animals go to. Change up little details like their hair color. Maybe little details on their wings. Maybe small little costumes we can put them in. Maybe not all of them. Maybe just their starter and a few of the ones they consider cutest. But I would like that. Also, give us the ability to customize Pokeballs. Actually, I've seen this in Black and White 2, I think. I never played Black and White 1, so I don't know if it's in it. It was a small thing where you could actually customize your Pokeball just a little bit. And I'd like that. I'd like when you see the Pokeball come out, you see the customizations you did to it. Maybe you changed its color. Maybe you added some nice little stickers you can find or buy and stick on them. It's little things like that. Maybe the light that comes out of them is a little different shade, or smoke comes out, or you do what you want. You do you. We do stuff like that, and it would be a nice little upgrade. Nice small thing that's not too overpowered. Also, I'd like more to get to know your personal Pokemon. Because sure, it says they have a personality, but you say you're feeding them and petting them, they all act the same. So why not give them little details that you find out about them as they follow behind you or you play with them? Little like, oh, this one doesn't like this food. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'll get this food for him. But this Pokemon does like that food, so I'll give him those. Small little details about that. Oh, this Pokemon is very nervous when you're up on the high mountain. It does not like the heights. Oh, you're scared of heights. I didn't know that. That's a nice little thing on my own personal Pokemon. But this of the same style likes the heights. Cool. It sounds stupid. But to me, that is something that I like in games. I think that would be more interesting and very much more fun. Also, we need to have a new team, of course, a new enemy team. Now, who could this be, in fact? Well, I want to, on everything I am, say Team Geist, my own personal Pokemon villain team. If you watch my video, you will see it. I will leave a button on the top somewhere at some point in this video that mentions it, and you can click it. But if not, I would at least like a creepy Pokemon team. Someone darker, maybe someone a little more, ooh, what the hell is that? And they feel more evil, not more goofy, not more, that's funny. No, I want someone a little darker, someone a little feeling more like they are a threat. Team Rocket's great, but they don't feel as much of a threat. They're not really, they're just a criminal organization. I want someone that feels like a threat. What else would I like? Well, in the games, we find a lot of lore, a lot of small details, a lot of storybooks we can find, information. Well, I would like to have a journal that if you find something like this, you collect that information and can go back to read it. It doesn't have to be anything big, just small details, small little information, maybe where you found it or who told it to you, and the information itself. It's a very easy thing to do, easy thing to implement. And I would like that. It would make people that research this stuff, research the Pokemon game, try and find all the lore, something easier to backtrack and find it and where it was for other people to find and them to tell them. I think that would help a lot. Now, what region should we have? Now, we've had many regions based on many different things. We've had places based on New York, parts in Japan, parts in China, Hawaii, France. Well, there are some different areas I think would be very cool to do. We could easily do a place based in Africa. We could do a place based in Australia, London. We could do a place based on South America. South America would be pretty cool if you take in some of the Aztecian culture and have some Pokemon based on that. And you'd have a lot of ancient Pokemon, too, from that area. And I think that would be fairly interesting. But what world would be the best? Well, to do an area based more on South America, you could easily add in a little bit of the area from Black and White since they had a part based on New York. South America is very close. So you could easily have that they're right there next to each other. More like real world. And maybe get a little bit of exploring that part again. That'd be nice. Black and White never got a lot of love. And I really like Black and White. That one was fun to me. I enjoyed it a lot. I'd like a remake of it in Switch graphics. Now, what about rivals? I want them to go back to the original rival. We've had rivals that are too friendly. Even the remake of Pokemon on Yellow's, but they're all too friendly. I want a rival that you and him are rivals. You're enemies. You're not hate each other. You're trying to push each other to get better, but you'll taunt each other. You'll tease each other. You'll do little things like that just to screw with each other. And I want that again. I want to mess with each other. You hear your rival was at the gym first and you find that he scratched a note for you on the totems in front of the gym. that you're a loser or something, just a joke like that. And I would love that because I miss those rivals. I want to name a rival Butthead, and it feels right. Don't judge me that I named my rivals Butthead, please. But there's so much more. I want the rivals to be a little more involved in the story. In later games, they do. But in the early games, they weren't. So I want a mixture of both, I guess I'm saying. And we can see a little more evolution of your rival as you go. Maybe he becomes less arrogant and a little more appreciative. Maybe he becomes more caring for his Pokemon. Or at first, you and him have separate theories on how to raise Pokemon. Maybe he's more aggressive towards his Pokemon, while you're more caring, and he comes around to your way. We could do a whole story with this. This is a Switch game. It's going to be big. It's not a little Pokemon game. This is a big one. What else should we do? Well, we need different style gyms. The Sun and Moon did different, but it still felt it's the same. I'm not really sure how they could do it different, but I'd like some mix-ups in it. I like whenever the gyms have a puzzle to solve or something like that that's different. Something like that that's unique to the gym itself. And we really need to have that in one of these games. I mean, not every gym has to be that, but I like them. It's fun to me. What else? Well, I'm not going to say a new style of Pokemon. This is the first big game on the Switch for Pokemon, so I wouldn't push that yet. I wouldn't push a new species, a new type of Pokemon yet. If they do, there's plenty of types they could pick from, but I think they have a pretty good setup right now. I really don't know what Pokemon they could do. I would like to see more ancient Pokemon, such as dinosaurs-based ones and stuff like that. I always found them unusually interesting. I mean, they're fun, they're unique, they're neat. I like ones based on myths, too, such as the Gardevoir I am now. It's usually considered based on a fae or an elf or a dryad. If you look at them very closely, that's what they're based off of. But what about story? Well, the story would be harder because I really can't predict what it could be. I can't say what I want because I don't know what I want in a Pokemon story till they do it or till they don't do it. And I'm like, oh, they should have done that instead. That's always the harder part of these. Pokemon is never heavy for the story. Most people go in to catch the Pokemon. I like the story, but not everyone. So it may be a lighter story or maybe it's a heavier story. Who knows? One thing I would like them to do, though, is in Pokemon on Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, you can see the Pokemon walking around the main world. And I like that. It made it so if I was like, I don't really want to catch a Pokemon right now, I just want to get through this damn area. You don't have to catch a Pokemon and you can get through that damn area. And I like that. I do want them to bring back the wild Pokemon encounters. I mean, battles. So if I do run into one, I can fight it. I can grind my Pokemon in a much more better way. Also, I don't see a need for the group share of XP. If you get the item, yeah, sure, but I don't want it from the get-go. It did unusually make it easy that I ended up with way more evolved Pokemon in my team. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even use him ever, and he's evolved to his final form. What the fudge? And I would like them to take that out, because I want to feel like I've earned it by training these specific Pokemon to reach higher than I thought they would. Also, I don't want HMs. They can be just normal attacks, but I don't want to have to need an HM slave. That is useless in battle. I don't need that. I need Pokemon that are, or items. Sun and Moon did a good job on it. So did Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That you did not have to have this to get there. And I like that. That's what we need. That's what we have to have. We can't just always have HM slaves. It's kind of a bad practice in this. What else? I do hope that in future games, they gave us the chance that if we got a TM, we could use it as many times as we wanted. People complain about that. I don't know why, but I like that practice. That is something I hope they do keep. I hope they keep on it. But what do I want mostly? Cool Pokemon. I want interesting Pokemon. All Pokemon series have some junk Pokemon, but some of them are still interesting. I want Pokemon with interesting lore, Pokemon with interesting designs, neat custom moves, neat personality traits. I want the whole thing. Now, there have been rumors or leaks from reliable sources, and they're about Pokemon. So, what are these leaks telling me? Well, some of them say the new legendary Pokemon will be a winged serpent. Two winged serpents, in fact. One that is considered evil, and one that is considered good. One that's in a sunken city, and one that's in a mountain. Now, this is quite interesting, because if this is true, there is a winged serpent in mythology. It's in Mayan or Aztecian. I can't remember. I didn't do the research before this video. Sue me. But it's Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Sorry if I mispronounce that. I can't talk those. I can't say other words in different languages well. I haven't had training, okay? But it's a winged serpent snake god. I'm not sure much on it, and if this turns out to be true, I will do a whole video on the damn Pokemon and its origins, just to make people happy. Well, I do all the damn research for it, so. But it would significantly point towards a South American, Mexican area of world for us to explore, which would be neat. Now, what other rumors are there? Well, one of the starting Pokemon is supposed to carry a jar of dirt on top of its head. There are ancient South American statues that look like this. I'm not sure what they're called. Again, I will do the research and information if you guys want me to. But that's kind of neat. It sounds like it would be the plant Pokemon, which sounds like it's taking away from, moving away from the Pokemon that are extinct to maybe a Pokemon that is a myth in the world. I really don't know what else that's been leaked. I've been trying not to listen too much to leaks, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to know Pokemon. Give me information. So I really try to take everything I hear with a grain of salt. But what do you want from a new Pokemon game? What is it that you're looking forward to? What difference do you want? What changes in this game do you need? How can they make it better for the new generation? How can it work better on the Switch? What is going through your head now that you're thinking of Pokemon that you want? Tell me down below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, because Pokaboo, ooh, I like that name, or Garderboo, ooh, both are good. Tell me which one also sounds better, Garderboo or Pokaboo. Which would this form be called? Down below, tell me. But hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you get more updates. Also, I'm going to be doing more Pokemon videos. They're going to be different. They're not going to be the same thing like this one. They're going to be more scripted. This was more something to introduce my new beautiful form. I shouldn't have said it like that. Now there's going to be creepy fan art of me. Whatever. My next one, maybe I'll do more research onto the leaks and stuff and tell you about them. Or maybe I'll tell you what my Pokemon region would be if I could make my own custom region and tell you the return of Team Geist. That would be fun. But tell me down below what you want, and if you like this video, like that. Hit that like button. Don't like that like button. Hit that like button. Sure, you's boss. And if you don't, I'm going to haunt your asses. Don't question me. I'll do it. I'm a ghost, and I will steal that slice of cheesecake in your fridge right now. You're waiting to eat, and I will eat it, and you can't catch me because I'm a damn ghost. So, ha! Blackmailing my viewers to make them like me. That's the way I get subscribers. Yes, it is. But until next time, this has been Warlock Boo. Hoping to be spooking y'all later. Bye!